Focus. Yeah, come on. You're watching the weekly Wednesday. What's up? Let me find some sort of point of focus. There we go. The section of my channel where I tell you everything within my life in 1 week, or whatever I can remember. I don't. I'm kind of. It's actually Thursday for me already. It's probably one more hour till Wednesday is over, but I'm just reading something here. Somebody's like, there are two things I am waiting for desperately: the Batman v Superman movie, and number two, Akasan's review on it. Don't hold your breath. Yeah, it'll be a while before. In all likelihood, it'll probably be a while before I see that movie. It was just funny because I was just telling somebody, or I was making this analogy because I've noticed in the last couple of months or so, it's getting harder to actually go to other people's channels and comment, especially bigger channels and such. Like I used to comment all the time on Boogie's channel, but I had to stop doing it so much now. Just with all the hate reactors get and all that other stuff, which kind of sucks because it's as a fan of these YouTubers before anything else. It kind of sucks that now I have to use like alias type of names or so, or especially when I use my alias screen names, then the YouTubers that makes these, I know they read some of their comments. I don't think the bigger ones read their comments as much anymore, but they tend, like, it's kind of a give or take, because it's like, okay, if you start with an alias, like a small thing, it just gets buried in the comments, right? If you are a bigger YouTuber and you're commenting, then you get these keyboard warriors and shit who feel like they have nothing to lose, will just want to say whatever, right? So it's kind of a catch-22 situation, because you definitely want to show your support somehow, some way. I'm a think about it. What's the best way to go about that? So I would say officially in 2 weeks I will be fully moved in. I took a look at that place yesterday. It was dark, so I didn't want to go all the way inside because no light or anything like that. I'm still debating if I might go today, but I kind of woke up really late. I might go today and take a few things. Like, if you want to take a look over here, there's I got that dolly right over there from IKEA that I really need to put to use. So I have like 2 weeks, and I only have 2 days off a week. So I need to be careful about this. Today would have been a good day to kind of take something, and if I still feel up to it. I mean, ideally I could go at night, but it's just dark as hell to do it. So, yeah. The internet, the bed will arrive next week. So either I'm going to be there, or I'm going to have somebody there to catch it in time, the bed. The internet itself, the soonest I could get it was actually the 29th, but since I work on the 29th, that's not good. Let me get this background open. So, instead, I'm going to have it done on in 2 weeks, on the 30th, on a Wednesday. I'm a little worried about that only because of the flash. That's the bigger problem. The flash is kind of sucks. Like, let's like it's the flash is going to show, so I'd rather be here for that time. So I might have somebody stand by for NTT or whatever when they come. To set it up. But I actually, I won't say I'm proud of my Japanese, but I actually was able to go in to a cell phone place and do the whole contract signing in Japanese. And it's part of my cell phone plan, so it's a little cheaper this time around opposed to having two separate bills, which is really good, because the more bills I get, the harder it is actually to keep up with them and pay them. Because it's like, I think I've mentioned this before, it's like, if it's in English, I can make a mental note of like, yo, okay, you have to pay this. But when it's just all in this like Japanese, like, it's kind of like out of sight. I just put it to the side and like out of sight, out of mind sort of deal. But if I could, I prefer to actually, at this point in time, with the money that I'm making for my current job, I rather do the e-banking instead or something like that. That would be the best, but regardless, whatever. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. So that being said, so I think I told you guys about the moving thing. What I want to prioritize here, I think I told you already, is it's hard because this move is basically for the channel. Like, well, I mean, it's also for my own life, my personal life. But this room I'm getting is basically for the channel. This whole investment, this whole jump back to Tokyo, has always been for the channel, and making it grow. And we've seen growth last week. Yo, guys, we grew so much. We went from what was it? 60. We were struggling around 60, 68,000, 69,000, right? For a while, and then shot up because of that Civil War trailer that dropped, and I stayed up. I think tonight, by the way, the X-Men trailer will probably drop as well. But the thing that kind of sucks about that Civil War thing, the trailer, is Marvel has always been really cool about this without claiming shit. But it's been this third-party soundtrack place that claimed it. And from what I see with what J-Roar posted, that he's going to be deleting his video, to his reaction to Civil War, because he appealed it, and they rejected his appeal, and in all likelihood they're going to reject my appeal. It's really frustrating, this situation. So it's an iffy thing. Like, of course I'm not going to delete my video because it's still getting people to come in, but it is kind of like fucking annoying, like the work being put into the intro, everything I was doing for that, the beginning, and the reaction is just a reaction. You can't really like base quality upon what the reaction is, but just a package that I put together for that reaction. I might have to. I don't know. There's got to be another way I can do it, or to help out. I mean, all I can say about that stuff with claiming, because I used to get really mad when WB would claim all of my stuff, is all I can really say is the fact that while some companies, WB themselves, if Marvel ever actually wanted to step in and start claiming all my stuff, they have every right to. I'm not a big fan of the third party doing it because they're making all the money off everybody's reactions. Like, and all they did was supply the song. So, in a sense, I think Marvel actually paid them, I'm sure, paid them for their work in the trailer, but then they're snatching. People aren't going there. Let me put it this way. Okay, people aren't going to the reactions to listen to the music. Okay, it's a part of the trailer, and if most people could, we would omit the music from the trailer, and people would still come and watch it. Specifically, the Civil War trailer, people just want to see the Spider-Man reaction point. That's the main point. So, in fact, now that I just think about it, the only people probably making any sort of money off of this outside of the third-party people are the compilation people, the people that put together just the Spider-Man compilation videos. Those are the ones. They're the only ones making money because you can't get tagged with that one. There's like no music in that shit. It's kind of but so the point I was going to say is, big companies have, like, WB has every right to claim the videos if they want to. If they feel it's all I can say, though, is that it detracts people from wanting to make reactions, and wanting to make reactions or wanting to put a lot of effort into it, because that's a lot of time and effort to be struggling. You know, Ruby is actually a good example in the near future. I am completing Ruby the season, this season, but and ideally a lot of that with Ruby is actually quite, I would say, I wouldn't say it's easier because it actually takes long. It just takes longer actually to process because it's a full 15-minute episode. But I would put it this. I'll put it this way. I'm only completing it now because I started the season in this particular format. But in the future, I'm really rethinking how to go about doing the reactions for like the next season, because just doesn't make any sense to spend all that time, to spend hours. It takes about 4 or 5 hours or so, to get all, like if I do 2 or 3 reactions, it takes about that time, and I'm up until like 3 a.m. in the morning every fucking Tuesday night to put those out. And you know, people start bitching about, oh, why don't you just drop the other one? Well, the next one takes fucking an hour to render and shit. It's ridiculous I guess because it's so long, because of the SSD drive. I don't know. I actually don't fully know why it takes so long. Or maybe that's just the way it works. 4 gig MacBook Pro. It's 2014 though, and it's actually faster than my original one. So I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyways, the point I'm saying is that it's a lot more rewarding for me as an editor. It's a lot more rewarding for me to cut those episodes down, like The Walking Dead, like The Flash, like Game of Thrones, to cut them down and be rewarded from that with monetization on as well with The Walking Dead and The Flash. The Flash is kind of a give or take. It depends on how WB sees it. Usually, sometimes it gets tagged. It usually gets tagged, but then I appeal it and it's fine, because they actually take a look at it and they're like, oh shit, okay, so only like 5 minutes of that was an actual using our footage. The other 7 minutes is him talking. Like, they usually take a look at it, so that's fine. So I prefer actually cutting it down like that, and in all likelihood, I probably will start cutting down the Ruby episodes, because I asked people before, and it was fine at the time, but I actually didn't like, truthfully, I didn't actually like putting the full episodes up unedited, mainly because 2 reasons. One, I've always felt pressured for like spots, like certain spots, like dead spots, and I've talked about this before, dead spots, to like say something or do something. And Ruby, it really isn't that show where I can fill in the silence. Like, you just are, sometimes, like, just like Daredevil and Jessica Jones, you just need to sit and watch it. But I don't find that's particularly entertaining for the fan base, and better just to show the highlights, I believe. I personally and professionally think that's better to do. So anyways, next season, that's probably the route I'll go instead. It's better that way. But in the meantime, what I was gonna tell you before my battery runs out. So yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, the channel. Yeah, the channel. So, the fuck was I talking about? Okay, I got the bed. The bed is coming. The second priority is a desk for the YouTube, just for the channel, basically. I'm going to need some form of a desk, or else I'm going to be broadcasting from boxes for a while. Desk. Third priority, a refrigerator. Next, washing machine. Next, after that, an oven. And in between all of that, an oven, like a burner, basically. This is a completely unfurnished place. In between all of that, a vacuum, probably a mop, the other utilities and things like that. that I'm gonna need. It's gonna be a lot of growth, guys. Like a lot of, and I hope by like I get paid on the 10th all the time, and I hope by like the AdSense, the ad revenue from YouTube has been steadily dropping more and more. It sucks so bad, like to see like every like in your analytics for mobile you have four sections, and one is your views, your sub count, your ad revenue, and your watch time, like that or something like that, right? And it's always like a green arrow up or a red arrow down, and so everything is pointed up now. My sub rate, watch time, what did I say, something else, right? Views, everything is like pointing up right now. But the money point is coming down, like hard down, like three times less than a few months ago, actually, which really sucks. We're back into the triple digits, the mid triple digits. It's really sucky again, which sucks because I was really hoping when I was gonna move that like the actual AdSense would pay for the desk, the computer that I want, so I can do some streaming and play the Ruby game and all that. But it's going the opposite direction, and it looks like now it's dipping into my own finances of my own private life, which is not good, not the way I had envisioned it. But I have to sometimes invest my own money to make money, so to speak. And I know a lot of it has to do with the fact that I've been trying to play more by the rules and work on things that people that are enjoying reactions, but the companies that enjoy reactions but will claim all my stuff. It's a tricky situation. This point, I have to find a proper balance, I guess, for that. Anyways, oh, duh. The thing I keep on trying to tell you guys. So I went to the base, and this point is actually really cool. Actually, I ended up going to the base, and look at this shit. Holy shit! Oh, actually, that's really cheap. Here's the base, the military base. These like 60-inch TVs and everything. It's only like $800. It's great. I mean, to get a 60-inch TV, and it's because it's Samsung. That's the other thing. A lot of the Korean brands or whatever, they don't sell. I realized this. I didn't realize this until one of my students told me. They don't sell the Korean brands here in Japan. Actual Japan. They don't sell LG, Samsung because they don't. The Korean brands are not trusted, I suppose, and Japan will only buy Japanese electronics, like the very brand loyalty, basically. So it actually might just be a thing of brand loyalty. But fuck that shit. I'm American. I will buy the cheapest one that's out there. So what I like, it's not my like. Notice that wasn't part of my big priorities right now. I have this small monitor display just for the time being. I think that's fine. I'm gonna let my friend just keep my iMac because it's slower than the MacBook that I have right now, and my TV, the TV that I bought long ago. It's already like 5 years old. That TV, it's still a good damn TV, but the price and the struggle for him to ship it from Fukuoka to Tokyo, for me, it's not even worth it. Especially at this point now, the way 4K is going and how that's growing. Is this a 4K television? Oh, no wonder it's so cheap. It's not even a 4K TV. I just realized that. One of the reasons. That's one of the big reasons, actually. It's, no shit. Yeah, I just realized none of these TVs, it's a smart TV, but they're not 4K. Ah. Well, I guess that's not that big of a deal. I wonder for gameplay, though, is that going to be an issue in the future? I don't know. Oh, fuck. I didn't even think about that. Okay. So these are actually not even okay. Still though, look at this MacBook, this iMac. It's pretty damn cheap right here. Only $1,000 for an iMac. Like, that's pretty damn good, guys. I would still buy that. Hell yeah, I would still buy that. I might buy that actually. So I want to get another Mac and I want to get another PC. So yeah, I have been debating on, like I asked you guys last time about the Patreon, Kickstarter, all that stuff. I want to start rolling into that fairly sooner than later. Figure that one out. All right, I think I rambled for enough time. But yeah, the main point I was saying is, like, sooner than later, it'd be nice to get a TV to enjoy some stuff. But that's on the lowest of my priorities right now, when I have much more important things to do for building the channel, making some wall scrolls, decorations. A lot of people actually contacted me about, like, sponsorship stuff, so that's cool. But I need to actually build the studio first and foremost. Lighting, green screen, and all that shit. A lot of stuff to do, guys. Not a lot of time. Alright, let me take care of this hangover and see if I'm gonna make one run today. Maybe one run. If not, I might just focus on, like, other stuff, like the Kickstarter. Like, basically make a definitive choice right now. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm skipping today, and I'm actually gonna build a PO. I need to get a PO box, actually, a virtual office first and foremost. Yeah, that's priority today. All right, I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll let you guys know what's up next week. Peace. Zoom just came in there. Now that's power.